Got a live going, I think. They might have one inside, I don't know. Got it. Hmm? Yeah. What's that? Is there? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Porter Farmer. What's up, guys? Sorry. Racino, no way. This is Madison, North Carolina, guys. I think it's facing out. Hmm? You want to take a look? It's on right now. Yeah. It's the one that's got rock sticky on the side. You got it? Something written? Huh? Something written? Hmm? Are you going to read something? No? You're fine talking at all? No, I started writing something about kind of got food. Hey, Amy. How are you? Doing okay. How are you?
Good. You're gonna speak?
Yeah. Let's put down Mike.
What you gonna talk
Police reform, probably.
about? I don't have a, I don't have a,
You don't have what?
a clipboard tonight.
Oh, no.
You got 3 minutes.
Okay. Did
And they've moved the podium, I mean, right in front of you about 8.
she said she's gonna tap it for me.
Okay. I'm up
Cool.
front tonight.
Okay. Did I haven't checked all the different attachments you sent from the last message you sent. Was the fire department stuff in that
Yes.
pack? Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. I have to go through that.
Okay.
I've been traveling.
And there's some chairs over here if you need them.
All right.
You want to speak?
Huh? Is what? Yeah. They didn't have air conditioning?
I mean, it did, but it was chairs right to the right.
Okay, thank you. You want to sit down? Hmm? Yeah, I might sit down. I'm going to stand for a little bit, though. Hey, Scott. Yeah, thanks for all the mods in there. Mr. Justice, maybe you can find the agenda to post a link in. Kind of imagine. Hey, how's it going? It's going to be the town of Madison, North Carolina. It's probably going to be underneath like council or alderman uh, agenda. You have it? Oh, you got it? Yeah, she'll hold it up for you. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of small, isn't it?
I mean, it's a piece of paper.
Yeah. So much in line. Hey, welcome. Yeah, Amy's usually pleasant. We haven't had any issues with Amy. She's real professional and courteous. Um, yeah, we'll find out if David here is going to actually, keep up with his status quo for the town and try to shut down free speech or what. Yeah, this is the town of Madison, North Carolina. It's a small town. It's like a town of maybe 2,500 people. So like the small town, mentality places where they somehow I don't know, they still think they can operate in secrecy without the world knowing what's going on. And we're part of what we're doing is exposing what happens if you try to speak up against the status quo, just like we did in Leon Valley last week. And yeah, thanks, fangirl. Supposed to be 3 minutes uninterrupted. We'll find out if we get it. Yeah, just wherever you're comfortable. Just gonna stand some and sit some because I'm using that here. Do I know what number I am? I don't know. It might be the second. Do you know? Two or three? You didn't know if he was on that? Okay. First live, find us to say welcome. It actually hasn't started yet. It starts at 6 p.m. Eastern, so we got a couple minutes maybe. What? All right, so we got 3 minutes. What's up? Yeah, no, it was a sheep, and then I saw your sign, so that's I'm used to preparing a little bit, almost 3 minutes. Like, all right. Yeah, more than all right. Relieved. How you doing? You know what? Hey, do you know what number you were on the sign up? That moved me down the list. I want to feel it. Oh, okay. Did you get on the list? I did. I tried to get on. She got me, so I don't know where I am though. Probably want to get you out of the way. What's that? Probably want to get you out of the way, if anything. They bumped me last time. So. Hey, Amy. What number do you have me at? You number one. Hey, all right. Thank you. Okay, all right. Thank you. All right. So Amy said I'm first up for the public speaking list. Hey, stay tuned though, people. Like if or not if, but after this live tonight, we have another live update on what's going on here in Rockingham County, North Carolina. So stay tuned. We'll do a separate live broadcast tonight after this meeting and keep you guys up to date on some of the cheering that's happening there here in Rockingham County in the courthouse. Hmm. You want to use? Nice.
Keep them in your thoughts and prayers, please.
Thank you. He was very involved for our bicentennial celebration. At this time, I'd like to ask you to stand and recite the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. This time, item two, I need a motion to approve the agenda for August the 13th. So moved. Have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Item three is public comments. This time, we got four. Mike Nelson, you
I
can
got
open
it.
up. When you come up, everybody needs to remember, state your name and, full name, and, you get 3 minutes. And Amy will let you go with 1 minute left. Your time remaining.
All right. You can call me Mike. I live here. Um, some of the comments I have are in response to the last council meeting where David, you interrupted my 3 minutes and then refused to give me an actual 3 minutes of speaking at the public comment period. It just goes to show you the lack of accountability and transparency here in the town of Madison, not just with the elected officials, but with the appointed officials in the police department. So we've been trying to do some reform with the police department due to their egregious behavior and attacks back in February this year. Still need to get with Jason to discuss different policy changes. I've been traveling, so it's been a couple weeks. But I've emailed the council, the board of aldermen, the mayor. I've tried phone calls and tried even to come to meeting to let you guys know what's going on in the town as far as lack of transparency and accountability. And nobody's gotten back to me. And so I don't know why that's the way you guys want to govern, why that's the way that you guys want to serve the people here in the town of Madison. The whole world's watching. You're live to the world right now. And the days of old where small towns could hide in the dark and hide their corruption is over. It's the 21st century. And I think you guys have probably realized this with the whole country being on fire, with people outcrying about against police brutality and then the cover-ups that follow. So we're just trying to push for transparency and equal access and liberty and justice for everybody, as you guys just all swore an oath to or an allegiance to. So that's what we're about. We're just trying to hold you guys accountable. If anyone's willing to talk with me from the council or the board or David, you guys have my phone number. I left messages on your voicemails. There's two voicemails that went straight to a busy signal, and we've emailed. So I'm willing to meet in person. I'm willing to meet on the phone, or in any format that you guys want. We just want to have some kind of feedback with the elected officials here. Because as it stands right now, you guys are completely refusing to meet with me or other members of the public that have serious concerns for this community. And if this is the only forum that we have is to speak publicly at a meeting, and you guys not have any kind of response to it, what kind of accountability, what kind of representation does that show the elected, as elected positions here in the town of Madison? So please reach out if you need. I can call and email again. But the town administration has my contact information, and I'm pretty sure that you guys all do too. So thank you.
I'm just here on, just something to ask, is there any way that you guys can look into, maybe getting the water bill online? I don't know if you have or not, or, okay, awesome, that was all I had. And then we'll have the cornhole tournament down in our Gracie area behind Southern Spirits on our property. The other thing is that there is a drive-through mobile food market that's down the second Friday of each month, August through December. And you can pick it up at 401 West Decatur Street in Madison. I was wondering if you know about that. And again, I just met with the new person that's opening a new boutique on Market Street, right beside the mint store. They got it almost fully stocked and ready to open in September. And the chambers will be hosting a candidates forum for November, prior to November for the election. It'll be like a virtual type candidates forum. So if you've got questions that you would like to propose to the candidates, we want to please get those questions to me as soon as possible, and I will get that to the committee for the candidates forum. Thank you.
What time is it going to start at 7:30?
The drawings for the cornhole start at 11, and the tournament starts at 12. We'll have some items for silent auction to sell. It'll be blind drawing, so we do have some pretty good cornhole people around here. So that means blind draw means, you could end up with one of those good players. So if you're halfway decent, come on out and support the cancer center.
Thanks, David. And Aaron Askew? Yes, sir. From Arizona, welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name is Aaron Askew. U.S. Army veteran. I also work with the Wood Training Department. I was moving to the area, helping a friend move, and I'm not as familiar with the South. I've spent some time over there. I wanted to check out the local area. I was visiting my friend who's done quite a bit for me, and quite a bit for a few other friends who've come close to suicide. There's 20 veteran suicides a day, as you might be aware, in this country. And just wanted to say hi, introduce myself, feel out the local area, and while I'm passing through, do what I can to help out. And if there's anything I can do, or if you guys are interested in talking to me afterwards about the LP or anything we're doing, feel free. And good to meet y'all.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Okay, item 4 is consideration and approval of the consent agenda. Those items in your packets, pages 1 through 12, approval of the minutes, regular meeting July the 9th, and approval of the budget report ending on July the 31st. Unless there's any changes or comments, which hopefully there aren't, but if there are, we'll give them to Kevin and to Amy, because she's filling in for Lynette right now. I'll need a motion to approve. So moved. Thank you, Ms. Is that a second? That's a second. Okay, any further discussion? That's the vote. Okay. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed? Item 5 is unfinished business. There is none. Item 6 is new business. 6 days of confirmation of the abate costs. I have pages 13 through 14. There were about 4 of them on there, so I will need a motion to approve those. Go ahead and have a motion to approve from Brenda. Have a second from Alan. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Item 6B is the donate vehicle to the Recreation Department for Alderman Phillips and Alderman Hoover. What we did back a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, there was discussions with the rec department whether it was going to Manning want to take it over. We wanted to stay joint. Anyways, we had purchased some vehicles from the DOT, and while that was going on, instead of putting the vehicle into the rec department's name, if you will, for them to pay the insurance, we gave it to them for $1, leased it basically to them $1 a year. Now that we've worked out the deal of the rec department between the two towns, we're staying joint on this. It's time for us to go ahead and give that vehicle to the rec department. I'm just looking at Mike here. Do we need to, they get it for $1 or can we just give it to them?
Just give it to them.
Okay, so that way they pick up the insurance and now we no longer have to pay the insurance on the vehicle. So unless you,
I'm just gonna say, unless anybody has objection, I move that we donate this to the recreation department.
okay, I have a motion to move, motion to donate the vehicle to the rec department. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. That's Phil. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, item C, some of you may have looked at that, I hope you understand it, but it deals with the COVID situation, the grant, the special use ordinance amendment authorizing the CARES Act spending, which came to $50,358, and what you'll see after that, when we go to the budget amendment, you'll see that in there on the next item, which is item 7. That right there is part of what the government's doing to help us recoup a lot of the costs right now from, like, for instance, building the petition in here and things of that nature that we're having to spend because of COVID-19. And it's also for manpower and things of that nature. So all the municipalities did that. I also signed a letter recently from all the governors from the state of North Carolina to Senator Tom Tillis and Congressman Walker saying we need more funding to do this. Because if you look at our water bill, you'll see that we had basically about $90,000, $99,000 that has been unpaid for the 30 days and the 90+ days. And we may or may not recoup that. So this is a way of kind of getting it back into our budget a little bit. So what I need is a motion because I'm going to have to sign this thing here.
So moved.
So moved. Have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. And then item 6, as I just discussed, 7, I'm sorry, as I just described, is a budget amendment number 1, pages 18 through 19. One deals with a small amount, a little over $600 for a bulletproof vest, if you will, for Lieutenant Dan, our dog, which we shared with Madison and Stone to help out in some regards. And also there's this $50,000 that is in there, so that's what this is about. So I need a motion to approve budget amendment number 1. So moved. Have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pass. Item 8 is board and committee appointments. That's on page 20 of your packet. And I believe the first one is the adjustments, and it is Mr. William Payne and Terry Owens' terms on the Board of Adjustments expired on the 12th of August, which is yesterday. Mr. Payne wishes to be reappointed. Mr. Owens no longer wishes to serve on the board. So we'll need to find someone to go on to that. Amy will be looking for you or Lynette to take applications, and hopefully in September we'll have somebody. We have 2 already? We need 2. Okay. So in the meantime, in the near term, I need a motion to at least reappoint Mr. William Payne to the Board of Adjustments. So moved. Have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, and then we have a Historic District and Properties Commission appointment. Fletcher Dalton's term expires, or it did expire the 9th, and he wishes to be reappointed. Thank you, Mr. Dalton. So I'll need a motion to reappoint Mr. Dalton.
I move that we reappoint Fletcher Dalton to the Historic Properties Commission.
Okay. I have a motion and a second for Mrs. Hoover to reappoint Mr. Fletcher Dalton to the Historic District and Properties Commission. Further discussion on that? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. All for? Okay, for me to say. Okay. Board, item 9 is board and management and mayor comments.
It's September 4th will be first Friday cruising from 5 to 8. We had one in August and it went really well. We still stressing social distance, so and I think everything worked good last week or last month when we did it. And then
got. At this point, I need a motion to adjourn.
Mayor, I make a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Sorry about that. Have a motion to adjourn. I have a second. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed?
There's no executive session? There's an executive session on the agenda.
What?
There's no executive session on the agenda? They had it on there before. It's towards the bottom.
Board manager, mayor comments, various announcements, and then closed session.
Oh, okay. I must have changed it. Yeah. Wait and find out if any of the aldermen or David want to talk or set up a meeting or anything. Hmm? Yeah, if you see any of the council people coming by, let me know. Or the mayor. So I can ask them if we can set up a time to talk. That's Amy. She's not on the board now. She's like over like zoning or planning or something. Yeah, but I mean, he's got if he has unanimous, there's only 6. It's fine. No, the thing where he could have followed his policy would have been to get on the lady that told Aaron to shut up.
Is that pretty much it, or is it just a short break?
That's it. They had a short agenda. They did have an executive session on the agenda posted online. I guess they're not doing that now. But we can wait to find out if any of them want to set up a meeting or want to talk
I'll
about.
hang out until the end just to see if anyone wants to talk.
Yeah.
I'm serious. What? Yeah, I know, right? If it makes her feel better, whatever. Young enough to be your son, so I just said, yes, ma'am. Thought about saluting. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
People aren't as big of a fan of the Bill of Rights as they pretend to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know.
That's just words I have to say out.
Is that your phone?
Yes, it is.
Hmm? Hmm.
Stay a couple more weeks, but yeah, I'm helping some friends around here in South Carolina and New York, unfortunately. Yeah, it's pretty intense up there.
And
See you around.
Yeah. Notice.
Huh?
I really noticed.
William Phillips.
Yeah.
Is he not looking at you?
No, I mean, I spoke. He's the only one that I actually spoke to on the phone. Yeah. Hey, excuse me. Okay.
Are you okay? So you're with the police department? I was
Yeah.
around here. What's your biggest issue? Usually drugs.
Hey, good evening. Hey, is there any way we can set up a meeting to talk about issues in town?
For the most part.
You'll have to ask the mayor.
It's a shame. Have you heard of Credo
Okay.
by any chance? Credo. Yeah. It's helped a lot of my friends get off of opioids. It's why I talked about those.
No.
Just sit there and say hi. That's your job.
No, this is herbal plant that
Hey, Amy.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
but it's sold in like the tobacco
You
shop
too, look,
locally.
you got to be,
Feed store.
she's got to be your
You might want
daughter.
to check it out.
Why is that?
She looks like Squirrel.
Yeah. Is she? How old do you think she is?
On their window. Yeah. No, it's helpful.
No.
Because it's not
Couple
addictive.
years doing
You
that.
can have it with alcohol without overdosing and things like that. That's good. Yeah, right.
I know.
I got a nephew that's 11 who was a 10 and
It's crazy.
it is crazy.
All right.
Well, I guess we're heading out of here, right?
All right.
Well, I'll head up first, I guess.
Mayor already
See you
took off?
outside. Yeah, he didn't want to talk, I guess.
He went out the back.
Laying out the back.
Maybe he'll email eventually, I don't know.
All right. But there are no more aldermen or in here?
There's one or two.
Yeah.
I'll ask them if they want.
Yeah,
Mind
I'm
if I
just-
talk to them real quick?
Just trying to find out if we can set up a meeting to talk about stuff.
Like a sentence or two.
I mean,
Appreciate you guys coming.
Hey, is there any way we can set up a meeting to talk about issues in town?
Do you have my phone number?
Is that the last one?
All right. Another one pretty soon, right? Okay.
Once a month.
Thanks a bunch.
Unless they
once
have,
a month.
unless they have,
Well, that's unfortunate.
unless they have like emergency
You
stuff.
want to take my number in case anybody's interested? I'd like
Yeah. Huh?
we put in there an effort to take his number in case someone wants to set up a meeting or something. And the number just glared at him, like a full-on glare. Just
Glaring at him.
glare. I'm like, okay then. Calm the hell down.
Train.
Yep.
Seeing the mayor anywhere? Probably on front. Running in, getting in his vehicle right away. You can look if you want.
I don't know.
Around front is all right.
Maybe they'll talk to me and I'll ask.
He's running from me. Yeah.
I know, man. But if I was better at public speaking, I would have said a little more.
I should have given you more
Notes.
notes about, for instance, the. At least,
It's on your. It's on
at least I was still alive.
It's a nice town, though. I think they're gonna kick us off.
136 people watching right now.
Out of 30,000, 32,000. It's almost one out of 30,000. Not bad.
So
It's about the same rate of death.
you go check on Lily. She was over that way. Wait, there she is. What's that? Huh?
Have a good night, man.
You gone?
Yeah, I feel you.
What? You watch him like run away from? Mm.
He wasn't on the front.
Yeah.
And then it leaks over here.
Yeah.
And he's looking at his car, like looks over at me. We make eye contact. He like backs up and like
Pulls out really fast.
Yeah, I almost thought he was gonna hit my bike. I'm like,
Are you on your bike?
Yeah, well I wasn't on my bike.
What's that?
Did Amy leave?
I think everybody left, sir.
Might be in her car though, if you look
When you turn, because my bike was locked up over there, you like turn with a really wide
Mm-hmm.
turn.
All right. Well, go get your bike.
Hilarious.
Get that done.
I was like, what are you doing?
Oh
You
boy.
threatened by me?
Yeah. Way shorter than I expected. That's not what she said. Oh. All right. I'm gonna wait for Lily. You go ahead. Uh, yeah, I was at Leon Valley. They put hands on me. They're threatening arrest. I wasn't about getting arrested. I had something I had to be at a couple days after that. So, hey, Perth Observer. So, yeah, you guys saw it. I guess they probably had a talking to with the attorneys, like David, the quote unquote mayor here, because you didn't interrupt at all. Let me speak, and was able to get my words out in my 3 minutes. Imagine that. Um, but the alderman and the mayor took off. My comments were basically like, "Hey, you guys aren't accountable. Like we have taxation without representation here in Madison, North Carolina. Right? They want to claim there's representation that there's aldermen and there's a mayor. Well, you know, if they're not willing to, that you, bro? Yeah. They're not willing to talk to the people and actually answer the phone or answer emails or I think they're a little embarrassed. Arrange a meeting. Oh yeah, they're super embarrassed. But you know, that just speaks to this is taxation without representation. This is what the revolution was fought over. Having people sending out edicts without actually being responsive to the people. And yeah, I don't know how else to go about it. Like we started with emails and then phone calls and council meeting talking here, and they won't even stop to say, yeah, we can get together or get coffee or set up a meeting in any kind of setting. So it's really weird. Have a good night. How to find out if there's a warrant for your arrest? Well, like in town. Up to you, man. All right, I'm down. Let me cut the live feed. Somebody asked me a question. Somebody answering. To know if you have a warrant, you can either call up to like the sheriff's department or the court, like the district attorney's office. Sometimes they can track them in different systems, but they don't necessarily have access to each other's systems. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna cut this live feed, guys, and stay tuned. We plan on going live this evening to discuss something more serious, pressing issue. Actually, that stems out of the issue here of when the police department attacked me and Mrs. Justice back in February. That case is still pending here in Rockingham County for next week, next Wednesday, August 19th. And we've got an update that you guys want to hear about that coming up in a bit live on the Blind Justice channel. So, everybody, say bye.
Bye.
I'm going to find the finish button. So you go now. All right. All right. Peace and love, dear Presley Bear.